everyone, and welcome back to my wine diary. Today is the day after St. Patrick's Day, and I figured what a perfect occasion for us to drink some non-alcoholic wines, because I might have had one too many yesterday. The two wines that I will be reviewing today in front of you are from the winery called Frey. I've actually filmed a different video, which I will link right here, reviewing some of their red wines, and this is how this relationship started. I've since talked to them on Instagram, we've connected, and they've sent me some more of their wines to try. Now, what Frey is, and I've explained it in many details in my previous video, is actually an alcohol removed wine. So alcohol once was here, and then they removed it through this whole very complicated centrifuge system that they use to remove alcohol from wine. So technically they're not completely free of alcohol. I believe they have some residuals of like less than 1% in each of their wines, but nevertheless I think for the most part they are considered to be alcohol free. So this is what we call them. So today I am trying their Sparkling Brut and their Chardonnay. Both are alcohol removed. Few more things to mention before I digging into tasting these wines in front of you. One, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button is right down below. My channel is growing nice and steady at this point, so if you like wine as much as I do, please make sure to subscribe. And the announcement number 2 is just a quick reminder that I am currently going through my WSET Level 2 course in preparation for my exam. So I do a lot of WSET videos. So if you're interested in making a career out of wine liking and wine loving, please make sure to watch those videos. Speaking of WSET, today I will be using what they call a SAT or SAT, Systematic Approach to Tasting. I figured this is a great way for me to practice for my upcoming exam and also use these notes to taste some of these wines. So I will show you up close what this systematic approach to tasting is, but basically what it does is give you some steps on how to look at wine and how to try it. So starting with wine's appearance, nose and palate, how we should describe all of that, making any conclusions. Then on the second page of it, or on the reverse side of it, you will see describing aromas and flavors of wine. And here we have the primary aromas, secondary aromas, and tertiary aromas too. So really cool thing. I'm definitely keeping this little nifty little page here for a long time for myself. It's been a great helper in tasting and reviewing wines. So today, this is what I'm going to be using while tasting the 2 alcohol removed wines. Frey wines can be ordered online. They are also sold in many stores around the United States, so you can find them in stores, but their website has the biggest variety, and they actually have quite a few. They have rosés, they have sparkling bruts, whites, reds, they even have some canned wines too, so go check them out. If you have the right occasion for drinking alcohol removed wines, or if you're just curious, give them a go. I was not a huge fan of the red ones. They seemed a little bizarre to me just for the fact that they didn't taste like grape juice, neither did they taste like wine, so for me it was a little off-putting or offsetting, whatever you want to call it. So let's give this a go. First one is the Chardonnay. This is a Californian company, by the way, so I'm going to be trying Chardonnay first. I'm going to open it up. All of their wines, except for the sparkling wines, come with a screw top, no corks here. So we're going to open this up and pour a little bit. Just like I did with the other alcohol removed wines, I have not aerated this. Don't see any reason for it, but let's see what we get here. I'm going to pour just a tiny little bit here, put it away, and what I'm actually using here is my little Haley's corker. It's a stopper, it's an aerator, so you can go ahead and put this in the fridge if you don't want to finish the bottle. I will link it down below. I bought it from Amazon. It's a lifesaver. So now that I have my Chardonnay here in the glass, I'm going to take a look at it first and see what I see. As I mentioned, I did not aerate these two wines, but I did chill them. So they were in the fridge for about 15 minutes before I grabbed them to taste them in front of you. So now that I have my Chardonnay here in front of me, I have my white background. Let's take a look at it and judge it on its appearance. So following my SAT or systematic approach to tasting, first what I'm looking at is intensity. So intensity of the color goes anywhere from pale, medium, and into deep. So here we are definitely looking at pale appearance. Intensity is pretty pale on this one. Second thing we're looking at is color. So for whites, we're describing it as lemon, gold, or amber. Now, gold or amber colors must have a little bit of orange, right? This one doesn't have that. So this would be a definite lemon color for me. So pale intensity and lemon on the color. Let's give this one a sniff. I almost touched my nose. This one smells really good, actually. I like it. It smells very honey, crisp apple-like. So imagine a sweeter type of apple on the yellow side though. So those honey crisps are perfect to describe the smell here. Their aromas are really nice. It smells very honey-like to me, which is not a surprise for Chardonnays. A lot of them do smell like honey indeed, as a product of being stored in barrels and whatnot. They get those sweeter notes of coconut and honey, vanilla and whatnot. So this one smells like it too. It doesn't smell too crisp for me. So what I imagine smelling this wine here is our yellow apples and yellow pears. So anything like that, honeysuckle. I do smell some blossoms in this one. So the aromas are actually very nice. But we can't judge wine based on aromas only, so let's give this one a taste and we'll go through the palate and all the other things that the systematic approach to tasting is suggesting to us. You know, this tastes very interesting. It doesn't have a long finish to it at all, so the taste kind of dissipates the moment you swallow it. I'm going to give it one more go. I have to say, so far, just by one sip, I'm kind of liking it better than the red ones that I've tried in the past. I tried to get a bigger mouthful this time. This tastes really good. This tastes kind of like apples, like apple juice. You know the apple juice that comes in boxes that you used to take to school? This is how it tastes like. But let's follow the steps here on the palate. So sweetness. This is definitely a medium sweet wine to me. I would put it right in between off dry and medium, but it's closer to medium. It's definitely on a sweeter side. Wouldn't call it dry. It's pretty refreshing, especially like I would probably put a cube of ice in this one. But to me, imagine something right in between off dry and medium sweet. Now the second thing we're looking at is acidity. It does make my mouth water, I have to say. And although I said that the taste goes away, like the finish goes away the moment you swallow it, I actually do have some acidity still left. After all, it's made from grapes, so there's going to be some acidity here. So on the acidity, we have low, medium, and high, and I would say that this one does have some, but I would still probably say that this is low acidity. It still has it. It's got it nicely. It's very refreshing, but it's low acidity. Now the third thing here is tannins. Tannins are not present in either one of these two wines just because they are white. So we're skipping tannins, alcohol, skipping alcohol, body. Body is definitely light. I think that alcohol content has to do with the body of wine as well. So once we remove alcohol, there's very little left to judge the body of the wine on. So this one has low body, if I had to really describe it. And then we have flavor intensity. Flavor intensity is, I would say, medium on this one. It is not as rich as a Chardonnay would be, a normal Chardonnay. That's how I imagine Chardonnays to be, like very rich, creamy, coconut, vanilla, honey, you know, all of that coming through on the palate. With this one, it's much crisper, so it does taste like apple juice to me, but like good honey crisp type of apple juice. So of course, last but not least, I'm just going to give this one more taste just to go through actual flavor characteristics, and we'll just see what else I'm catching in here. I have all of my notes in front of me just to see if I'm catching any of this, but I'm trying not to look here, just not to get any help and go with my instincts. So I would say nose as well as the palate. This alcohol removed Frey Winery Chardonnay definitely has some very crisp honey apples to it, and it does have some citrus refreshment aspect to it as well. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a very sharp citrus taste, but probably some lemon juice if you think about it, not the zest, something a little more mellow, like just a little bit, a little touch of citrus. All right, you guys, now I am really excited because I get to try this alcohol removed sparkling brut by Frey Vineyards. This one, just from its appearance, I have to say, the packaging right here looks a little bit cheap to me. Like, it just feels like the whole thing is going to come off. Doesn't feel secure, it feels kind of plasticky, although it is foil of some sort, but not a big fan of this situation right here. So let's go ahead and give this one a go. I am not trying this one with a flute. I'm using the same, actually these are red wine glasses, but again, just like from my last video, you can see how much effort I'm giving these alcohol removed wine tastings. So frankly, pulled my bigger glasses just to give it a better nose. I'll use that as an excuse. Let's remove the foil. Let's see. This wine, as I'm opening it, by the way, is 90 calories per serving, and the serving is 8 fluid ounce. And our Chardonnay was at 70. So they do give you nutritional facts here. A lot of sugar, 18 grams of sugar per serving in the sparkling brut, and then 10 grams of sugar in our Chardonnay. So Chardonnay has better stats. Let's go ahead and open this up. It does have a cage. I'm going to go, oh, it does have an actual cork. I wasn't sure if it will have the plastic cork in it. So it does look standard to a regular sparkling wine. As you can see, it's got the cage and the cork. So following all the proper instructions of opening a sparkling wine, I'm going to hold this down while undoing my cage here. Now, I personally prefer to remove the cage before getting the cork out. So I'm gonna try and attempt this real quick. I know that proper way of opening one would probably be with the cage together, but I like just putting it away. Let's go ahead and open this one real quick. Twisting the bottle. Whoa! Off it goes. The first thing I'm noticing, it actually smells like sparkling wine, which is super cool. Got a little fog to it. All right, let's pour it in. Looks very pretty as I'm spilling some. The bubbles are nice. So let's take a look here. I didn't pour too much in, but looking pretty good so far. A lot of carbonation in this one. So let's give it a smell. Oh, this smells very, very fruity. I am just bombarded with aromas of all sorts of fruits and berries here. I would say on the color I get the same lemon. Intensity is still pale on this one, so let's go ahead and give it another sniff. All sorts of blossoms on this one. I smell rose, I smell some violet on this one. Definitely fruits, all sorts of fruits, a lot of tropical fruits. I smell citrus to this one. Some apple and pear again. This is a very fruit-forward sparkling alcohol removed wine. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh Lord, this is pretty good. This is like an apple cider. Very fruit-forward again. Apple, pears, apricots, lychee, maybe melon, all the tropical notes coming through on the taste as well. I would say that this one is definitely medium on the sweetness level. It doesn't have much body to it, no alcohol, clearly no tannin, so we're not judging it up on that. So I am very pleasantly surprised with this one. This one is so refreshing. I can totally see myself drinking this on a hot day, adding some ice cubes to it as well, or putting it in an ice bucket to chill. I'm definitely giving these two a higher rating than their red wines were. So good job, Frey. I mean, in general, this is like 6.5 out of 10 for both of them for me. Really enjoyed them. And before I put this wine away, I'm going to put my sparkling wine stopper in it. I found this one on Amazon too, so I'm going to put a link for it down below for you to check out and order yours. And this is it for my short video for you guys today, so please make sure to subscribe to my channel as well as follow me on Instagram for more content coming your way, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me review these two wines from Frey. Big shout out to Frey Winery. Thank you so much for hooking me up with these free wines to try, alcohol-free wines to try. Get it? Get it? So if you enjoyed this, give this video a like and a thumbs up, and until next time, cheers everyone.